There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, and he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
52 by 52. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's get sack lunch. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now Wentz on 3rd down, and that's caught by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Wentz flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding as you...
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's King. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah,
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz eluding the pressure right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. No chance. Shut up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
My 52. I got it.
Second and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 to 15-yard line.
Bring it. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. 50 pounds, touchdown. 54 Mike. Turn on. Watch the pass. Check 43.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Tavon Young in on the tackle. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schneider dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down. Schneider. They'll set up the screen to Howard. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Schneider escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ready? 30 base.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second down 6 at the 19-yard line.
To throw on second down. Schneider, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schneider to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Got it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
He had no chance to block.
Front is penalty mode defensively.
Across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
50's the mic. Army, Army. Army, Army.
Ready.
Off the bootleg. Schneider. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Schneider got his man complete over the middle. That's Wood. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On the delay, it's Howard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Looking to throw on second down. Schneider, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Schneider. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Schneider. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They'll give him 8 on the play. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Schneider. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Wright's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Back to you.
On 4th down, Schneider. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Schneider. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Schneider. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver.
They'll look to throw now. First down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green...